All right, what is up, everyone? As you know, I am your SGW guy, the doctor of foodology. We got the sick myth, the crewman himself, and we have a special guest host. We got the brother crewman. We got Matt P here with us.
What's up, everybody? Happy to be here.
Welcome aboard, Matt.
Thanks, Jay.
I've been trying to get you on the show for a while.
Yes. I'll let you two run the show. I'll chime in. I see fit. I'm new here.
Dad, so just
take it easy on me, everybody in the chat. No, kidding.
Yeah, this is one of those rare Saturdays that my brother and I get to hang out together. We don't really get many Saturdays together. Usually, one of us is working or something like that. So this is kind of a good night. So
we got Gina here in the chat.
Hi, Gina.
Going to say Gina's not with us tonight because she had surgery on her foot. She's still recouping, but she's here with us in the chat. So good to have you here in the chat. And it's me personally, my eye is getting better. To find out, remember last week I was talking about how my leg was killing me, like I was literally in so much pain. Well, find out I have a blood clot in my right leg. So I'm on blood thinners, and I just started them last night, and today I could actually sit in a chair without like going through crucial pain. So that's a good thing. Mike won't be joining us tonight. He can't make it tonight.
We're sending hellos to Mikey and to Gina. Hope you guys are doing well.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially you, Gina. Feel better. Sorry to hear that happened to you. Oh,
yeah. And Jay, I hope you feel better, man.
Yeah, Jay. Absolutely.
We need you to feel good, man, so you can keep cranking out good content.
That's right. The most important.
For all that just joined in, thank you. I see 6 of us right now. There's 6 watching right now. Thank you. And just to catch up, we got guest host brother crewman here, Matt P. Well, you always see him in the chat. He's hanging out with us tonight.
Making a rare appearance. Happy to be here, everybody.
That's right. Got the brother on board this evening, brother crewman.
So it's we were talking before we went live. I got a lot of videos premiering from now until June 20th. We're doing the 2025 hot dog series. Oh, where did I go last night? Where did I go last night? I can't.
Were you at Sabatini's last night?
I was at Sab's. I didn't do a video because I did do a video before from Sab's, but I was at Sab's and I got their cauliflower crust pizza, but I got it with fresh Spanish onions and their roasted red peppers.
Oh, nice.
That was really good. That was a good combo.
But Fred and Mrs. Crewman love their cauliflower pie. I never had it, but love Sabatini's.
It's really good.
I'm sure it's great.
If you order the cauliflower, you have to eat it there. You have to eat it there. Otherwise, lose it somewhere.
We always get it to go, and I'll be honest. I mean, like as much as I love it, that's more like a Mrs. Crewman thing. Like she'll get the cauliflower, because it's like a personal size pie. Like it's not big enough. So I like to get a large pie with onions, and then she'll get the cauliflower, and we're both happy that way.
Right.
But it's good. It's a very good pie.
Yeah. Sab's. The only thing is if whoever has not gotten to Sabatini's the next year yet, they don't take cards. It's cash only, but they do have an ATM there.
Yeah.
And
it's an old school place.
9 out of 10 people, restaurants are going back to like not taking cards.
Yeah,
it's who knows why. I'm probably because of what the card machine they're charging them. It's but
most likely, yeah. Every time I order Sabs, I always hit the ATM before I go there because I know it's cash only. Because I've made that mistake too many times. I've gone there and it's like, oh man, I forgot it was just cash only. So I always try to plan ahead, man. Every time I go there, I try.
So let's see. I'm looking at your the Sick Myth channel right now, and I see the last video, which I think I saw that. Hold on, maybe I didn't.
Yeah, we should have a new one coming up. I'd say maybe like within the next week, it should be ready.
Oh, I gotta see the Cole County, the Baltimore mine tunnel disaster. I didn't see that. I missed that somewhere.
Yeah.
If
I worked on that one when I was recovering from COVID. So it's not as lengthy as I wanted it to be. Right. I wanted it to maybe go like 10 or 12 minutes or something. I think it was maybe 8 or 9 minutes altogether. I just kind of said what I wanted to say, and that was about it.
If anybody out there has not checked out the Sick Myth channel, click that link right now. Do it. Throw them some likes. Oh, you got 46 subs. Okay, It's not bad.
Yeah, out of nowhere, Jay. We're getting there. Yeah, appreciate all the support. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I'm glad people are enjoying it.
Well, and I said this in the past. Watching your videos, you tell a story, and people could, freezing somewhere, son of a bee. Yeah, okay, I'm here now. It's and like tell a story.
I mean that's kind of what I was going for. Like honestly, I'm a history buff. I mean, you know that. I've always I just love history, especially local history. So, like when I won the gift card from you like a year ago, and I was talking to you, and I was like, yeah, like I've been thinking of starting a YouTube channel, but I don't really know what I want to do with it. Right. All of a sudden it kind of hit me, and it's like, well, you've always appreciated history and local history, so just do something around, telling a story about like, the Wyoming massacre or all the coal mining accidents and stuff like that. So, that's kind of what I've been focusing on. But like, I mean, if anybody has any suggestions for future videos, I'm it's not like I'm running out of ideas, but I'm open to feedback.
Being a content creator, creator is not as easy as it sounds. Like,
no,
it's not. I think a lot of people think, I could do videos. I could do. No.
Yeah, I mean, like Matt and I were talking earlier. I probably said like, I think doing something around the flood of 72 would be cool, even though that's been done many times. Like there was a great documentary that came out a few years ago locally. Yeah. You could buy it on Amazon. I have the DVD. It's, all about the Agnes flood and how it impacted our area.
Here's what I would love to find. We've seen the documentaries on TV. We've seen what the news reported. What's up, Lenny? Yo. I want to interview somebody that actually like went through it. Like literally someone who went through it. That's what I want to try and find and get.
We have that.
Yeah. There's just so much history in this area, man. I mean, you could run into people at the grocery store that, went through the flood. They have connections to, some of the mining accidents and stuff like that. It's all around us. Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Oh yeah. It's something like, and when you're little and you're, in school, elementary, they're talking about, you don't realize it happened just like right in your own backyard.
Yep.
Hey, Susan, what's going on? How you doing?
Susan.
How's Bob?
What's up, Susan?
We are back. We are live. We are here once again.
We're back.
We're on Instagram. We're on the Sick Myth channel. We're on the Facebook platforms.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I did want to touch base at just people joining in now. Last week I was in like major painage. Like I couldn't I didn't know where to put myself. Like I'm sitting on pillows and I have a blood clot. That's what was causing the pain. I am on meds. I just started them last night, so knock on wood. The meds take. So something happens to me, you guys are running the show.
No, absolutely not.
Yes,
big shoes.
You're not going anywhere, buddy.
Yeah, we gotta keep you healthy, man. Anything you need.
No, it's
anywhere without you.
Yeah, we're all okay. Gina's Gina's in the chat. You might see her pop in and out, but she's actually she's in Geisinger. She's in the hospital. She had surgery on her foot. It was funny yesterday. Wait, was it yesterday when I looked at my test? When did I get my test? Thursday? No, it was Friday. My days are all screwed up. Friday, Gina was getting her surgery. Like the same time I was going in for my X-rays it was called the venous duplex scan, and yeah, it's crazy. If I knew she was there, then I would have went up and saw her.
Yeah.
But I was there. But yeah, I
hope you guys feel better, man. We're really knocking on wood here, hoping you all feel better. You know,
and with mine, it just like the last 2 days I've been trying to wrap my head around it and go because it's very serious. Like if that clot goes in the wrong direction, I'm dead. Literally, I am dead, and I'm not even like making joke. It's Now years ago.
Is it? I mean, like, is it under control, Jay? Like, is it pretty much? They kind of like address the issue. They have it under control. Like you're okay, all things considered.
They put me on Eliquis. They didn't feel it was something where I had to get put right into the ER.
Yeah.
So they put me on Eliquis. And then Monday I have to call my doctor to do a follow-up, to set up a follow-up appointment. But my dad years ago, when he was having his bypass surgery, he threw a blood clot and it went into his foot. Could have went the other way and killed him, but it went to his foot. And he had to have all his right foot toes cut off. That was from the blood clot. It just did what it did. So yeah, it's my thing to everybody is, if you feel something's out of sorts, go to the doctor. I'm a person that will rarely ever go to a doctor. I feel okay, I'll just take whatever. I'll do the OTCs. But it's like in this case, the OTCs weren't helping because it was.
Yeah, you knew something was wrong.
Yeah, and literally like last Friday, Saturday, I was in so much pain. Like I said, I couldn't sit in a chair. I didn't know where to put myself. I was ornery. I was like just in. It felt like a Charlie horse that wouldn't let go, like a Charlie horse that cramped up and it just wouldn't release. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Then I was talking to like my cousin. She's a retired nurse, so I'm on the phone with her in New York. I'm like, I have this cramp at my thigh. She's like, get it checked because she goes, you probably have a blood clot somewhere. I'm like, how? How can I? Yeah, sure enough, there it was.
Yeah. Man.
But now today, I started the Eliquis last night. I got to do 4 pills, 2 in the morning, 2 at night. And, it seems like now if I said I went to, where did I go today? I went to Philly's Finest today. Over in
Northampton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's Philadelphia Subs.
Oh yeah, true.
This Philly's Finest over in Exeter, or not Exeter, like South Wilkes-Barre, right on Cary Ave.
Gotcha. Yep.
When we were young, we have our 15 minutes of fame. We are very well put. Well put, Susan.
Yeah.
So today I wasn't expecting to do Philly's Finest. I was dying for Don's Deli. I pull into their parking lot. I'm like, oh, this ain't good. So I pull out my phone, do Google search. I'm like, schmag. They're now closed Saturday and Sundays. They're open Monday through Friday. I'm like,
Oh.
And they're open at 7 to 4. So, but it's gonna, unless I'm on vacation, there's no way I'm getting over there.
Yeah.
But
So, what did you get at Philly's Finest? Anything new and exciting?
no, just
you try?
I just got their Italian. I mean, it was the bread was soft. It was pretty good. It's just now though, with everything going on, I don't have an app. Like everything doesn't taste. Crap just doesn't taste right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was good. It just, I mean, I ate it, but it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah. You need a couple days, man, maybe even a week or two, just to kind of, rest up and feel better. Then you'll get back on it. Oh, somebody saw you. They're sending you well wishes.
Oh, okay. Yep, I see. Hi, Yee. It was nice meeting you.
Yee.
When I was walking in, there was a lady. They were doing it looked like a fundraiser kind of thing set up, and she's like, "Hey, I follow you." I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you." And I'm sorry. I think I can't remember the name. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but it was nice meeting you, and thank you for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. Yeah, because right now I just popped my 2 Eliquis for the night. I'm on ibuprofen. I'm on muscle relaxers just to keep everything in control. So yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember your name at the moment. I apologize. I'm just gonna go by with all the meds in my system.
It's okay, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, you could do an abbreviated show tonight.
Absolutely.
Since we're kind of out of sorts. We don't have Marshall Mikey here. We
Not
can
the usual suspects.
Whenever you're feeling like, you know what, it's Saturday night, but I gotta go relax, man. It's all good. We're just happy to spend some time with you and everybody in chat.
Hang out for a while.
And,
right now we got a strong 15 holding with us, so thank you to everyone who's watching and hanging with us. It's
Jay, how often do you get spotted? Like when you're out in public, let's say you're just maybe at a restaurant, doing a review. I know from time to time people will come up to you and say, "Hey, are you the food guy? Are you a YouTuber?" Does that happen a lot for you, or
it's
kind of
for the most part no? But it's within the last then I'm okay. Then I stopped. You should have said something. Okay, so he wasn't the person that I was talking to. Shout out to Venger and his birthday tomorrow, baby.
Happy birthday, Venger. Sorry to hear that, man. Oh.
Yeah, dude, Venger, feel better, man. Happy birthday, though, dude.
Yeah. Oh, April 13th. Tomorrow is crewman and my father's birthday. So
yes,
popular birthday. Happy birthday, man. That's a great day.
Happy birthday to our dad. That's actually why we're together tonight. My brother got the night off of work.
That's right.
So we can go out and celebrate Dad's birthday. So we're both together on a Saturday night, which is rare. So yeah, man, Venger, happy birthday and feel better, and happy birthday to our dad.
That's right.
Happy birthday to the crew, to Papa Crewman.
Papa Crewman, love it, Jay.
Crewman Senior, yes.
It's
yeah, man.
I wish you would, and I always say, so if you see me walking around, come up and say hi. Because I won't recognize everybody and say hi. Yeah, that was. What's up, Bill Check?
What up, Bill?
Which one, Bill?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Venger. Yeah, it was literally for the last week. It was literally like, man, do I want to go downstairs and make food or just stay upstairs and just try and dull the pain? It's like Papa Crewman.
It's nice of Bill.
Yeah. Thanks, Bill.
We'll relay the message. You should be watching, but
we appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
If he's watching, happy birthday, Papa Crewman.
Papa Crewman. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah.
My girlfriend and I are dying for the day we see you out in public, Jay, and we could hopefully get in a video, get in a food review, get in something, and just show our support.
Just by pure happenstance, like they're out to dinner, they're out to lunch.
That's it.
You're there, coincidentally.
Yes.
You know, and they could photobomb you and just be like, "Oh my God!"
Crewman explained it a lot better, but that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah,
just to not surprise you so much, but kind of surprise you and do an impromptu review, maybe. Yeah, we're waiting for that day. We go to enough of the same places that it should happen mathematically. You'd think the odds are pretty good.
It's thank you, Susan. Appreciate that, Bill. Okay, I remember being there. It's funny.
Oh, is that the place in
downtown Pittston?
Yeah. The new place in Pittston, Althea.
It used to be a bank.
Yeah,
and literally they have the bank. They cook at, or I don't know if they store the pizza or what. They have an oven in there, but now they cook in the vault or do something in the vault. And
you got to get there.
But yeah,
we were reminiscing earlier today, Jay. There used to be, dude. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember Marvelous Mugs up in Moosic, like up off Davis Street? Marvelous Mugs.
Yeah. I was never there, but I remember it.
Yeah. So like they closed years ago, and then I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago, they opened a Marzoni's, like brick oven pizzeria there. It was like craft beer. They made all their own beer. They had really good pizza and like a really kick-ass menu.
Yeah.
And we were
short-lived, unfortunately.
Yeah, they were open for a couple years. They had a really good pizza. It was like kind of like what you had at Althea in downtown Pittston. It was like, I don't know if I'd call it like a gourmet pizza or something. It was just many steps above Domino's.
Yeah.
Anything step above Domino's.
Yeah.
Susan, I heard someone talk about the monster. I was kind of not paying attention because I was kind of doing my thing. I was doing the video, but I heard someone talk about a monster. I'm like thinking that has to be like their mega monster, like their Mongo sandwich.
The monster. What's that, like a 2-foot hoagie?
Probably. I have no idea what the size is, but I know it's probably big. But let's see. What else happened? I was out. I didn't go to work Monday or Tuesday. Wednesday, I pushed through. Thursday, I went to the clinic. Friday, I went to get the test. Yeah, so my week was all messed up. But it's
we had some Majestic today, Jay. We had some Majestic hot dogs, chili dogs for lunch.
I almost went there. I was going to, but I'm like, I need Don's because I need Don's Deli. Majestic. Nice, Bill. What'd you get?
Oh, I see Bill hit the Avenue. Love Avenue.
Avenue's good. Avenue great is food. Good.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you can't beat it.
Yeah. I was there a couple weeks ago. I got their triple decker club.
Yeah.
It was even like basics are really good there.
Nice.
Walked into grocery store to get stuff for tuna fish and cranberry juice and forgot the mayo.
Forgot the mayo. You got to go back for the mayo venture.
All right. So what's your favorite
mayo? Cranberry juice. Ooh, what a combo. I forgot the mayo. Dude.
Growing up, my mom always did either Hellman's, Miracle Whip, or Kraft Mayo. Mm-hmm. But Duke's Mayo is really good.
Yeah, it is good.
I never tried Duke's. That's one brand I have to try. We were always Hellman's in this house, so
always.
I don't know.
Hellman's with a butter knife.
Yes, when you're used to a certain brand, you don't really get out of your comfort zone. But I've wanted to try Duke's for the last few years here.
It's good.
This may be my inspiration.
I've had it. Yeah, it's not bad. See, like that's how it is nowadays. Like, back, I don't know what, 20, 25, 30 years ago, like you had Hellman's with the screw off lid,
the navy blue lid
and the knife.
Yeah.
Now everything is in a squeezable bottle.
Yeah, Duke's in a squeezable bottle. Yeah.
We're so spoiled nowadays.
They still have the jar, so that's
we're old school. We still buy the jar, even if they have the squeezable.
Yeah, old school.
I love sports. For all my college football fans out there, every December, early January, there is a sponsored bowl game the last few years by Duke's Mayo. Oh. And the winning head coach, instead of getting the Gatorade bucket dumped over his head, he gets a bucket of Duke's mayonnaise dumped over his head.
Oh.
And it's the funniest, grossest thing you'll see. Yeah. That's one of my favorite college football bowl games to watch for that reason alone.
So. I think we're gonna have to YouTube that, man.
They're on YouTube. Oh, I promise you. I could probably tell you who's in the game this year. Yeah, they just doused the winning coach in Duke's mayonnaise, and he's covered in mayo. It's hilarious. What's not to love?
And he just has to deal with it.
I mean, his players go nuts, and he's just it's great.
How you doing, Joe?
What's up, Joe?
Oh, he's got some Agnes.
Oh, yeah. See that, Jay? Yeah.
Joe, that would be awesome. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Agnes impacted so many people in this area. Like, so my in-laws, they live in Kingston, Edwardsville, and they bought the house many years after the flood of 72, but there's pictures. Like, I'm sure if you go to like the Historical Society, there's black and white pictures of their house up to like the second floor, flooded. So we're talking like, lots of just decimation, man. I mean, that was a bad flood.
My uncle
really
and I lived on North Washington Street during the flood, and my uncle and my dad somehow found a rowboat, and they literally rowboated to the house, and they climbed through the attic window to salvage whatever
they could. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
man,
I'm sure there are so many stories like that. It's unbelievable.
It's insane. Yeah.
My dad had a pet store, and I think I told the story before. Had a pet store on somewhere near the square, and like literally all the dogs and cat, whatever, came to my house. I lived in East End up on a hill, so my house was safe haven, and my grandma on my mom's side, her house was safe haven.
Did everybody come and stay with you, Jay?
I'm sure they did. I was like literally no more than 14 days old when the flood hit.
Oh,
so
gotcha. Yeah.
My aunt, she was a nurse. Like she was a nurse. She was a nurse for like 40 years. So when my mom had me, there was complications. So my mom, my two sisters went up to Rochester, and we stayed with my aunt for a while, so my mom could recoup, and my dad tried to get back together home. And it was either people went to my house or my grandmother's house, depending on where you're at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, Joe, definitely, I would love to sit down one of these days before June and put together something. That'd be awesome. Because
Jay, we could even do a collab, man. We can piece something together, as a team, just kind of like a snapshot of, the flood of 72 and how it impacted people. We can, talk to people in the community. I know it impacted a lot of people,
You guys should. I want to see that happen.
Yeah.
Just
that would be I'd love to do that. Because here's the thing, think about it. Back then in 72, how are the crewmen's doing? Oh, that's for you.
Oh, we're doing well, Venger. This is brother crewman here. He's usually in the chat.
We got
tonight. He and I are together because, like I said, we were taking Papa Crewman out for dinner. So we just got back from dinner, and now we're hanging.
Where'd you take him?
We went to Valenti's in Exeter.
Oh,
the Italian place.
How is it?
Oh, good spot. So good. So good, man. Great food. We just had a nice, quick dinner. Everybody got something different, I think, right? For the most part. No, actually, now that I think about it, we all kind of copied off each other. Like my wife had chicken parm, Dad had chicken parm, and I think Jen had baked gnocchi.
Table, except for my girlfriend, she had gnocchi, and we all had their pappardelle bolognese, which is best in the area. Just gonna put that out there. If anyone likes bolognese and a real rich meat sauce, unbelievable. Got a antipasto to share. Their antipasto is second to none.
We didn't leave hungry.
Bill, that's right.
If you do,
we did not leave hungry.
No, we are.
We're stuffed.
Too stuffed right now. That's why we're both standing.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't leave there hungry. It's a great place.
Man. Last Friday, I went to Januzzi's Pizza. Haven't had Januzzi's in ages, and it was still like it used to be. It was pretty good. They had the definitely Joe. They had these bacon cheeseburger egg rolls.
Oh.
They come two to an order, and they give you a side of like onion aioli sauce. It was different. It was good. It made my eyes water a little bit, but it was good.
Yeah. Jay, do you remember the Coal City Tavern in Luzerne?
Luzerne.
Yeah.
My wife and I used to go there like every Friday after work. Maybe not every Friday, but that was like kind of like our Friday spot, like we would go there, and we would always get, they always had a different kind of egg roll. So we'd go there one Friday, maybe they'd have like cheesesteak egg rolls. Next week we'd go back, or 2 weeks later we'd go back, there were buffalo chicken egg rolls, and then maybe they had like a pulled pork. Like it was always some different kind of egg roll creation, and they were always good. I miss that place.
That was a great place. Yeah. We talk about it often. We miss it.
I miss it there a lot.
One of my friends bartended there a while back. And wow, Benj,
I need your secret.
Yeah, dude. I need to lose 25 pounds.
All jokes aside, feel better, man.
Get well, dude. That's no fun.
No. But think about going back to the flood. Okay, back then you didn't have debit cards. So, you basically you relied on going to the bank and cashing your check or depositing your check. And good. And like not have access to your money or anything like that. Like everything was just completely decimated.
Yep. Everything probably grinded to a halt.
Oh yeah.
Right. I mean, everything was shut down. People couldn't go to work. Houses were flooded. I mean, it was a total disaster. Yeah.
I forget who the president was at that point. I don't remember, but
I think it was Nixon.
Oh yeah, I think Nixon. It was Nixon. You might be right.
So.
Yeah.
Didn't he visit the area?
He was walking. Yep. They had pictures, like old video of him like walking like through Public Square, or like being near Public Square, and that was bad.
It's crazy. Yeah. Not to switch gears too much here, but I just want to reply to Bill here. So yeah, Bill, we've been to Marinacci's. Don't they have that polenta? Like they give you the polenta
on the board.
Yeah, on the wooden board.
Yeah.
I don't think we went there once or twice. I didn't order that. I forget what I had, but somebody that we were with got the polenta.
We must have gone on polenta night. Whoever we were with had it. They said it was good. I don't remember what the heck we had, but it was
awesome.
Good. Yeah, nice place. Real cool inside, real cozy, real nice inside. They have a nice patio or deck in the warmer months that they open up that they just redid within the last few years. Very nice out back.
Jay, I think you did a food review there. Weren't you at Marinacci's on 8th Street? like years ago?
Yeah, I'm just yeah, I'm scrolling through. I'm scrolling through and seeing. I know I've been there. I just forget how long ago it was.
You were there. It was probably a couple of years ago.
I'm going to say at least maybe 2 or 3.
2-3 years ago. Maybe 2. Couple 2-3.
Sneak by here, but
Couple 2-3.
if you're grabbing, how about one?
Yeah.
Any kind? Nope. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Pineapple.
That is perfect. Thanks, buddy.
Let's see.
Jay, do you like Leggios in Plains?
Yeah, I actually
or
do.
Dallas? I like their food,
Is
man.
the Dallas
They
one
have,
open now?
they have great food.
Is the Dallas one open yet? Did they finally reopen?
Yeah, I think it's reopened. My wife and I were there on Valentine's Day. I think it was maybe last year or the year before. It's like the old Pickett's Charge. Remember Pickett's Charge?
I remember it was Charge.
Oh, Pickett's Charge was great.
Yeah. Went there on my 16th birthday. Pickett's Charge. That's where I wanted to go. You were
so
probably
cool. I would have been like 9 or 10 years old. I guess I was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a little while ago.
Great place.
Nostalgia. NEPA nostalgia, man. You got Jim Dandy's, Pickett's Charge,
Top Dog,
all the old places.
Top Dog.
Yeah.
I miss Top Dog.
That was nice. You paid it homage in the Yummy Bowl video, Jay. I can't drive past that place without thinking of Top Dog, let alone eating there, thinking like, this used to be, well, it was Miracoya, but it's always then Top Dog.
It's always going to be Top Dog. Dude.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Now I was never in there, so I don't know if what remodeling Yummy Bowl did.
Yeah.
Because I was never in. I never got to Miracoya over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a little bit. The seating area is the same, just like where they cook your food at Yummy Bowl now. They used to have, I don't know, maybe like 3 of those big hibachi tables where they cook in front of you, but that's about it. Seating area is the same. The booths, the area where you sit. So, Miracoya is the old Chili's.
Yeah,
we got one of them in Dixon City now. So,
yep, the office themed
Chili's in Dixon City.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Pretty excited about that. Chili's is a good chain.
They opened this week.
Triple Dipper and some Awesome Blossom. Yeah, whatever they're serving.
Venger, she is. I don't know when.
I agree. This is my debut, so we'll see what Brother Crewman thinks of me and if I pass the test. I love it. I love the support.
To the crewmans.
I got nothing to plug. I just have Crewman to plug and Jay to plug and Marshall Mikey, of course, to plug. I'm just along for the ride. I'm fans of these guys. I'm fans of the show. I am just happy to be here.
We're all fans of each other.
Nothing to plug. Yeah, friends supporting friends.
That's right. It's a good community.
And like Mikey says, this is therapy every Saturday at 9:00.
Yep. Indeed. Actually,
I just found it was 2 years ago that I did Marinacci's.
Okay.
So anybody that wants to check it out, I'm putting the link in the chat.
I'm going to go back and revisit that one because surprisingly, I don't remember it. I know I watched it, but
what playlist is it under?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking back to the first video. The first Jay video that I ever saw was when you reviewed, I think it was Vino's Hoagies, I think. I think that was it. Or maybe it was Pittston Diner. Like, several years ago, like before the pandemic and all that stuff.
Right. Because remember, you said you and Steph watched my videos through the whole pandemic, which I still am surprised.
Oh, yeah. And they turned me on to it.
Pandemic.
I was a little behind them, but not maybe by a couple weeks.
Yeah. No,
Venger with the killer comment. Fred, take it away, crewman.
Venger, I completely agree. That's one of my favorite albums of all time.
We love REM over here.
It's just perfect, start to finish. I listen to it regularly. It's just phenomenal. It's a great record. I love Murmur.
Sporting the Food Crew shirt today.
Got Jersey Mike's.
Go SGW. We got Jersey Mike's and they forgot.
That's a shame, Susan. Yeah.
Oh no.
Can't say I'm crazy about that.
Which Jersey Mike's?
That sucks, Susan.
Yeah.
Too much vinegar, man. Yeah, like too much oil and vinegar, that'll just drown it out, you know.
I never listened to REM a lot, but there's a few songs I like. Man on the Moon is good. I like.
Oh yeah.
Can't remember. There's another one. Crap, I forget. The Smiley Happy song. I forget what the actual
Shiny Happy People.
Yep, you beat me to it.
Yeah, Venger. My dad took me to see REM. It was probably 90 because you were born in what, 94?
94. Okay. I missed the REM show, and I'm still upset about it.
So I'm a couple years older than my bro here, but when he was just a little tyke, my dad and I saw REM in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and it was probably that same tour, 95. I think it was the Monster Tour.
Great album also, by the way.
And Radiohead was the opening act. So if you saw REM with Radiohead in 95, let me know, because we did in Hershey.
How you doing, Jay? J.A. Portelli? National Record Day. And today that's right.
Record Store Day.
Yeah. I remember one of the big ones was the Gallery of Sound.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Nardone's Gallery of Sound. There used to be, I think it was called the Listening Booth in the mall, but it was Listening Booth, and I think, and the other one was Joe Nardone's. But yeah, they had now you just click a few buttons and there's your tunes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, streaming. We're spoiled.
Yeah,
we're spoiled nowadays. Yeah,
we are. Think about it. When I was in high school, I was 18, 19. Back in like 88, 89, 90. When we had to do a book report, we had to go to the library and actually pull out and read books.
Oh, yeah.
Right down there. Now it's just like click, 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 and there's your. I was like, damn.
Spoiled.
Yeah. Yeah, you and I were kind of like on the final edge of that kind of
really
system.
Were. Like, I know I did a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Had to go to the library, but also had like just enough technology to not have to do that. Yeah. I don't know. I think I can speak for crewman and myself. If we went to school nowadays,
I don't know. Would have
been tough. All this virtual learning and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because we got by, but
we're kind of like old souls, me and him. Like we're kind of sometimes feel like we were, born in the wrong generation. Like I think it's just music. Like I think we just envy like some of the music that our parents grew up listening to, like in the 60s and 70s. Like
absolutely,
to be a kid, to be sitting on your living room floor watching a black and white TV, the Beatles on Ed Sullivan would have just
gather around the TV for Sullivan Bandstand every week. Like he and I would have
we would have just like it would have been like we went to the moon. It would have been crazy.
That is not an exaggeration. For we saw Filter with
Filter.
That's cool. Okay,
cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I remember there was no like. Now your cell phone is technically not even just a quote unquote phone. It could play music. It could watch videos. You could do things.
Yep. Yeah, everything.
Yeah, they used to just make calls. That was it.
I know. Every time you sent a text message, you would get charged like $1 a text message or whatever. And then you get in trouble because you get the bill and it'd be like,
sorry, mom and dad, we went over on that.
Oh, sorry, sorry, I said hello to somebody on my little touch tone phone and it cost. You know what I mean? Like today, it's just crazy, dude.
Even like you had to get like unlimited. You had to be after like 4:00 or something. Yeah. Whatever it was a certain time where you wouldn't get charged.
All kind of rules.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You'd be like watching the clock, like, okay, it's 10 or 11 or whatever. It's okay, I could text everybody now.
Time to start texting freely.
I'd actually would wait like for like a minute after just to be sure I wasn't gonna get.
Yeah.
But yeah, because now it's like now everybody gets. Yep. Well, I have Metro. And
Metro PCS.
Metro PCS.
Yeah, but it's it's through
T-Mobile.
Yeah. And because I do the automatic withdrawal, automatic payment, it's $25 a month for unlimited talks, text, and web. I'm like, compared to when I had Verizon, which was like $120 for the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, how about, remember a couple weeks ago you were telling me that you decided to, cut cable and you were doing, did you say you were doing like just like streaming, like Roku and stuff like that? How's that going for you?
I didn't cut the cable part of it yet because I keep
they're
not open on the weekends, so it's. But I like to have like what I'm gonna do probably one of these weekends. I'm gonna go and get an antenna for my downstairs TV because basically I watch when I'm upstairs. I only have the antenna upstairs. I don't have cable, so I'll watch whatever's
on.
Yeah, and I have a Fire TV downstairs, so that gets all the built-in all the other apps. So I'm like, I just keep forgetting to call them and cancel it. Even like. It's about 120 for the basic cable and the high speed internet, which works good for the work computer.
Yeah. Well, see, that's like
what you need it for.
Yeah, I mean, dude, especially with working from home, like I know you work all the time. I mean, working from home, you definitely need to pay that premium, to have like a good internet connection. I know I do. Like for the amount of meetings and just stuff that I'm doing every day, I have to have a good internet connection. But yeah, a couple of years ago, like we just decided to like get rid of paying like the $200-$300 bill a month for cable. And like, it's definitely an adjustment at first. Like at first I'm like, well, like there's nothing on TV. Like, what am I going to watch? What am I going to do?
That's what I was like. I'm like,
yeah.
Because Xfinity was nice because you could stream Xfinity. Well, so like I'd be upstairs, even though I didn't have cable on the TV, just throw up on one screen and watch whatever. So I'm like, but now it's, what I'll do is I'll put on YouTube or I'll go to Netflix. I started. Yeah, it's all over, John. It's all over the place. John just put a lot of racism in Northeast PA these days. Yeah. Where I'm at over in West Pittston, it's pretty low key still. It hasn't gotten like East. I grew up in East End. East End's bad. South of Wilkes-Barre, probably just as bad. The South of Wilkes-Barre used to always be bad.
You just have to mind your own business, stay safe, be kind to people, people need help them out, otherwise just keep yourself safe. This area is special, it's a special area. I mean, my brother and I lived here forever, and we've traveled, and it's nice to get out of this area and kind of, broaden your horizons a little bit,
but we always come back. You gotta preserve this area.
We always come back here, and we just try to make this place a better place than we found it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What's up, Joey C?
What's up, Joey?
What up, Joey?
House. Yeah, I remember last night. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday. Me and my one of my sisters were talking. She drove me over to get over to the clinic. It's where Wendy's is now, in down near Denny's in Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, by Dunkin' Donuts.
Right. That used to be. There used to be I think it was the pre Taco Bell. It used to be called Amigos. There's a couple other. There was like In-N-Out or something, or Carol's. Carol's was a burger joint.
Carol's, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Papa Crewman talks about that all the time.
They were just talking about that last weekend.
Great burgers, right, Jay?
They said, "Oh, remember Carol's?" We were like, "What the hell are you guys talking
about?" Yeah, that was before our time.
I don't remember, but I remember Amigos because my oldest sister worked at Amigos. So I'd go with my dad when he'd go pick her up from work, and it was in that area. Now it's I got a good one for you. Thursday night, I said I had my sister drive me over to the clinic because my right knee was my right leg was killing me. So she drove me over. So on the way back, I'm like, let's stop.
Oh no.
Never had an issue. And it was, we both got the loaded potato soup, which was really good. I love potato soup. And we're sitting there. I'm like, boy, usually the food comes out faster than it's like. I'm like, and it wasn't really busy. I'm like, look around, like, what the hell's going on? So we were in the one booth. So I kind of popped my head over the booth to look over at the kitchen area. And one of the ladies, I guess she thought she goes, "Is everything all right?" I'm like, we've never waited this long for food. Is everything, just curious.
Yeah.
So the guy who took our order came back. He's like, "I'm so sorry, I forgot to put the order in." He forgot to put the order in. Like, well, that explains why
you'll have that. That happens.
But
it's happened to me.
But yeah, because I'm sitting there going, man, I never waited this long for Denny's in Pittston.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah, he forgot to put the order in. I was like,
just forgot to put the order in.
He got our soups, he got our drinks, forgot to put the order in.
Oh yeah. That always happens when you're really hungry too, and it's like, okay, I just
hungry.
Yeah. And like, it's like, okay, I just worked like a 12-hour day. So I feel like I kind of earned this dinner.
Well, that's like, I just threw something in my mouth for quick break for lunch.
Yeah.
So by the time I got there, I was starving. I'm like
starving.
Food? But I got their double cheeseburger. It was like this. It was like, and they had the crinkle fries. They used to call them crinkle fries, or they looked like steak fries. No, they were steak fries, I think.
Steak fries, yeah.
And everything was good. It was just like, what the hell happened? He dropped them off, had to put our order in. So he's like, I took off the soups and the drinks. I hope that's okay. Yeah, we're good.
We'll give you a pass. That'll do.
Yeah.
Nothing better than a hot steaming cheeseburger, huh, Jay?
It's
oh, yeah. Love it. I had a pretty good burger. From Tipsy Turtle Market Street Pub. I had their jalapeno slaw burger. So it's like nothing fancy, really. I mean, just, good burger. It was on like a poppy seed roll.
Love that.
Oh, and they had it toasted, but it wasn't like crack your teeth hard.
Right.
And instead of like lettuce, tomato, and stuff, it was just this like spicy kind of slaw that they put on it.
That sounds interesting.
In their ears.
Pretty good. It was pretty tasty. Yeah. Yeah.
Tipsy Turtle, where's that now? I know it used to be over. There used to be a Tipsy Turtle over in Luzerne, but it's now where B3Q took it over.
Yep.
They moved.
Yeah.
Where's there another Tipsy? I think there's one more somewhere.
Yeah. So like if you're driving toward Pittston and the 8th Street Bridge is on your left,
okay,
keep going straight. So like right before was it $87? Yeah, it was.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It was an expensive meal, let me tell you that. But like Jay, like right before you would turn to actually go to the Knox Mine Trail, like you make that sharp left, Market Street. Yeah, like you turn right before you go up the hill as you're going into Pittston. I know I gave you a crazy set of directions here, but if you turn right just past the 8th Street Bridge, you will end up at the Tipsy Turtle. Market Street.
It's smack dab in the middle of a neighborhood. They used to have 3 locations: Swoyersville, which is now B3Q, and then up by the Avoca Airport. Yeah, kind of off the beaten path there, but
the former Damon's.
It was Damon's.
Remember Damon's?
There we go.
I remember Damon's.
Damon's.
Yep, they took that over, and I don't know, short-lived.
Remember Damon's had the big screen TVs. They would give you like the little keypad, and you could control the TVs, and you could play games and stuff. That was fun.
My childhood. That's our childhood right there.
That was before smartphones.
It was. Yeah, we didn't realize how good we had.
My day, there were no.
Take us there pretty often.
My day, your phone was on the wall, and usually mostly the time in your kitchen.
Yeah,
you're right, man.
Plugged in. It was hardwired.
And
your house.
Your radius was as however long that cord was.
Exactly.
It took me many years, but now I realize why our parents took us there pretty often.
Yeah,
it was to occupy us, and that it did. Plus, it was like the original place to watch a game. It was wonderful.
Yeah,
if you went to Damon's and they didn't have a sporting event on, it was like the end of the world. Yeah, great place. Great
Fly
place.
Guy in the house. We got
what's up, Fly Guy?
Checking it on.
I agree with you, man. That's that. I mean, their food is good, but it is expensive.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Now, for me, yesterday was payday. Okay, so like Friday yesterday, I got my check. So the wife and I are like, okay, what are we gonna get for dinner? Let's get Tipsy Turtle because it's payday. So yeah, definitely not a cheap meal by any means.
You got to go to Krisnick's.
Bi-weekly. You won't be going there next week. So
you got to go.
Next week I'll be doing rice and beans.
You guys got to go to Krisnick's down in.
Love Krisnick's.
Yeah, good place.
Oh, you were there? You were there already?
We've been there many times. Jay, saw you did a video there. What a few weeks ago now.
Yeah,
we enjoyed that one.
It's the GF and her family had the after viewing dinner at Krisnick's, and they did like a small buffet, and even that was really good. All right, Susan. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us for that time.
Yeah,
I remember.
Thanks, Susan. Happy Easter.
Yeah, Susan. Have a happy Easter.
Hope you have a good night, Susan.
I remember my mom would watch the 10 Commandments every year.
Oh yeah,
I know.
She loved that movie. I never watched it. She loved that movie.
That's so sweet.
It was always on TV. We'd always sit down and watch it. Yeah.
My mom always watched the 10 Commandments around Easter, and for Christmas, not Miracle on 34th Street.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Christmas tradition. Yeah.
What Avengers say here? Ooh, 9 Inch Nails. Trent Reznor.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
Yes, that was a kill for those times again.
Avenger, my first concert was 1994, the year my brother was born here. Happy Easter, Susan.
Yeah, Susan.
Happy Easter.
It was the Rolling Stones in Syracuse, New York, 1994. That was my first concert. Thank you, Dad.
Set the bar pretty high, I would say.
We had a great time, and that changed my life really, with just being a music lover. Yeah, that was 94, man. What a great year.
What a year.
My brother was born in 94. Great music.
I mean, yeah, it was.
Here, I'll be right back.
You got it. I'll take over.
Excuse me.
All right.
Yeah, 94 was a great year. That was Fred's first show. My first show came maybe 4 years later, 98 or 99, live and Counting Crows. Some 90s music at you guys.
My first concert was Cinderella opening up for Bon Jovi. It was like, I think, like 80.
Oh, nice.
87.
I knew you're an 80s guy, Jay.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm an 80s guy, definitely.
That is so
And
cool.
Cinderella opened up for Bon Jovi
Nice.
at the Kingston Armory.
Oh, is that cool?
There was no Mohegan, there was no arena, there was no.
Yeah, of course. Only time I'd step foot in that building was for the Iram Shrine Circus. Never saw a show there, but always heard of so many great shows there over the years. Oh, I bet that was so cool.
Then ECW Wrestling, before McMahon got his hands on it,
Yes.
they were there
Yeah,
a
they
couple
used to be
times.
wrestling there. Yes, that's right.
And
Oh, what a cool venue. I'd love to go back in time and
so would I.
do. Oh, that's awesome.
It
What
was
do we got here? We got
it was
Avenger,
Balls
we got-
Mahoney. Yeah, it was Balls Mahoney and Axel Rotten versus the Dudley Boys. Okay.
That's so cool.
And they ended up fighting like up on top of the up on top, and literally one of them was hanging from the rafter. Good thing he didn't fall and break his neck.
Yeah.
It was funny because the one it was there they had Grotto Pizza had their pizza truck there for pizza, and one of them grabbed the box and hit the other guy, and he looked at me like, what's that gonna do? It'd be funny if there was pizza and it was an empty box.
That is awesome.
And it was it one of the Dudleys hit? It was either Paul's or I forget. But it hits the other one with the pizza box, and the guy looked at him like.
Talking about old ECW wrestling shows at the Kingston Armory.
They were fun.
That is, the Dudleys were hilarious. That is
crazy.
Those guys were fearless. That's another part of our childhood there.
And violent.
It was
very, very, very
They were
violent.
nuts.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
It was funny because I forget what channel they used to be on. Like, I'm going back when I lived in East End, so I'm going back to like maybe 92, 93, 94 in that era.
Yeah.
And I had my knee operated on, and I couldn't walk. So I'm flipping through the channels. I see is this wrestling. I'm like, it was on like an oddball station on Service Electric. I'm like, what? I'm looking like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
W.
That'll change your life at that age and at that time, man. Oh,
And
that's awesome.
but it was
we
cool.
were-
Like they had those
We were big into wrestling a few years after that, but yeah, for much of our childhood. I know our father saw the Beach Boys at the Kingston Armory, just as one last Kingston Armory fun fact.
Wow. And
I think late 70s, so
okay.
I believe they were all
Late
still
70s.
together then.
I might have been 8 or 9, maybe.
Yeah. Just an unbelievable memory. Like, we would drive by there as kids.
Nice.
Saw the Beach Boys there in the 70s. It's like, really? Because like you said, Jay, we're used to the arena shows, the stadium shows.
Oh,
It's like, wait, we've seen the circus here. You saw the Beach Boys at this little place? It's not little, but just amazing. That's why, to put a bow on it, Fred said earlier, we were born in the wrong era. We certainly were.
We should have been there.
Yeah, we didn't see the Beach Boys at the Kingston Armory.
I would have went to see them.
I wish I was there.
I would have went.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
then
yeah.
in the 80s rap music came out.
Oh, Pet Sounds, Venger, the best.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's quite the adventure, for sure.
Also, I remember going back years and years ago. There was it was a Sunday, and they had a car show down at the Kingston Armory, and the like the main attraction car was the General Lee, because that was going back when the Dukes were in prime time, and everybody watched Dukes of Hazzard, and
the old Dodge Challenger,
Charger.
That's right.
No,
generally
my dad worked for a car dealership. Howard Isaacs is where now Sheetz is now in Dallas.
Yeah.
They were one of the sponsors, so my dad got free tickets and shit. So
Nice.
he took me to see them, and what happened was like who they had there, but they had Sorrel Book who played Boss Hogg, and I didn't notice till later on, but like he was in character as Boss Hogg, and he was never even so I got an autograph signature and shook his hand, and I was saying, oh, I love the show, Bo. He's like, oh, thank you. And so I'm like, so I asked him, like, I was only looking, I'm like, so what's Roscoe doing right now? Just he goes, probably chasing no dag nabbit, he stayed right in character.
Oh, he's in character.
Later on, I'd watch on YouTube, like they were talking about Sorrel Book, and he would always stay in character as much as he could. He'd be Boss Hogg.
Yeah.
And he just loved the character.
Nice.
Awesome. Venger's killing it in the comments.
Yeah.
I love all of these stories.
Venger, we saw The Cure in 2004. They did this thing called the Curiosa Festival, and they came to Camden, New Jersey. And it was like an all-day festival. So that was back in 2004. We saw The Cure. I think they were out with what was the record at the time?
Oh,
I don't know. This would have been like early 2000s, but we saw them. But you're in your latest comment about your ears ringing for 3 days straight. So my dad and I saw AC/DC.
I knew you were going there.
Yeah, we saw AC/DC at the arena, Jay, in Wilkes-Barre. It was probably like 2000 or
Early
something.
2000s, yeah.
And it was the loudest concert we've ever been to this day. And I mean, we've been to a lot of concerts. I mean, my father and I could not hear for like a week.
Oh, Jesus.
It was so loud.
Yeah, they are not two to complain about noise levels at concerts. And
the louder, the better. But
they both came home like
AC/DC
buzzing.
at the arena, it was nuts.
2023. Oh,
Nice.
Hell yeah, Venger.
Nice.
Any show at MSG is an all-timer.
Jay, didn't you see Kiss at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, they were at the
Oh,
bar.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
awesome,
that was awesome.
I don't think we ever saw like a concert. Like we've been to wrestling at Madison Square Garden.
We were at WWF in the late 90s, early 2000s at MSG, but I don't think a concert. That's got to change. That's got to change very soon.
If I could go back, I would go to that Bruce Springsteen, that live album that
live
Bruce
in
did.
New York City, got like 97,
90
99.
something. That's like one of the best live albums ever.
That would be
Bruce Springsteen live at Madison Square Garden. It's like a 2 CD set.
live in New York City, 2001. I was a few years off. Yep.
We used to listen to that constantly. It's phenomenal.
The best.
I just want to chime in quick.
Any Springsteen fans listen to that.
On my Facebook page, we already have 25 views on the Facebook page alone. So thank you guys for hanging with us on Facebook. We appreciate it. And for you Facebookers, you guys are awesome too. I've been listening to
Vanilla Ice at the Kirby. That's awesome.
Wow.
I saw. I would like to see Hall & Oates. I heard they're like fighting with each other now, Hall & Oates. But
yeah, those two don't get along.
Yeah,
which is stupid, but
they got some great songs, man. I mean, they're just timeless.
Yep.
Great tunes.
80s right there at Hall & Oates.
Mm-hmm. Tears for Fears too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't listen to a lot of Tears, but I knew a couple of songs I liked from them. But
songs from The Big Chair, I have that on vinyl. It's a great record.
It's so with now today's technology, you know how your phone connects to your car, and you have like YouTube music. And I just play YouTube music, and I'll just let it go. I've been listening to Stone Temple Pilots again. I'll get hooked on a band for a while, then I'll go back. STP.
My favorite band from the 90s. I know it's tough to pick one, but my personal favorite band from the 90s. STP.
That
love them.
At one point when Scott Whalen left or got fired from however that happened from STP.
Yep.
He collaborated with
Velvet Revolver.
Roses and started Velvet Revolver. I didn't realize that was part like members from Guns N' Roses and Stone Temple Pilots. Yep. Well, I watched on YouTube they did Patience.
Oh.
Sounded better than Axl Rose's version. Let me tell you, it was Waylon.
We're gonna have to check that out later.
And they did Interstate Love Song. Really, like Scott Whalen's voice never failed him.
He was
with the drugs.
Dude, I mean, like you're talking like 90s. I mean, okay, so you had STP, phenomenal, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam. Nirvana, obviously Nirvana, cut short, but Nirvana, and then Jay, like, sometimes you'll catch a tune on the radio like Toadies, Possum Kingdom, or
one-hit wonders from the 90s,
Candlebox. You'll kind of hear those like one-hit wonders from. I mean, man, even like Third Eye Blind.
When Scott was on,
I'm mesmerized by Venger's comments here.
Yeah, he saw the Beastie Boys. That would have been a probably interesting show.
Oh, that was so cool.
I remember when Beastie Boys hit the music, hit the rap scene. It was I forget what year it was, but it was New Year's Eve. MTV had a big New Year's Eve bash going on, and Beastie Boys did you have the right to fight, or you have the right to fight for party, or whatever the name of that song is.
Fight for your right to party.
Your right to party.
Fight.
Yep. It sounded so terrible. It was so bad. But when you play when you listen to it like on the radio or on it, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Yeah, it's great.
Live on stage for him,
it was party anthems ever. Yeah. It's so bad.
Oh yeah, it was bad. I'm looking like they had remember the VJs like Martha Quinn and Kurt Loder did the music news.
Kurt Loder. Yep.
I forget the other one. Randy, was it Randy? I forget. It's been so long ago.
Kurt Loder, Matt Pinfield,
Martha Quinn.
The others, man. Yeah, dude. There's so many. This is going back to when MTV actually like played music videos.
Yeah.
Music show on MTV.
Yeah. Which was
Didn't know
really
that.
Something special.
It was, remember MTV's first game show called Singled Out. And who was like the girl, like the girl, Jenny McCarthy. That's when I think she got her major start on MTV. And she left, and who replaced her with Carmen Electra.
Those were the days, man.
Marilyn Manson. I could not get into Marilyn Manson. For some reason, I just could not get into his music. I don't know. Headbangers Ball was awesome.
The Headbangers Ball, man. Oh, dude. Awesome. You guys remember Fuse, there was a TV station back in the day called Fuse, and they would play a lot of like metal, a lot of alternative rock, a lot of the bands I still listen to today. I found out on like the Fuse channel. I bet Venger and Joey T know what I'm talking about here, but yeah. Yeah,
those were the last comment. You've been there.
Yeah, dude.
I
ran to the bathroom.
Cracking me up. That's great.
Oh, yeah.
Ralph's hanging with us from Instagram. Jancy's still joining from Instagram. But yeah, it was the 80s and 90s had some interesting
oh yeah.
A couple of great decades of music there.
When Joey brought up the Headbangers Ball. Do I remember the box? No.
Box.
No.
I can't place it, man. I can't remember the box.
No.
I definitely remember Headbangers Ball for sure.
When Joey put that in the chat just now, I could not. I had like almost like a flashback. Wendy O. Williams. She was like, I forget what band she was in, but she was like the lead. Like she was like that like goth metal.
Yeah.
And she also played in Reformed Schoolgirls.
Wendy O. Williams.
Wendy O. Williams.
Yeah. I mean, see, like when I was in when I was in middle school, you come home, like you get off the bus. And for us, it was like, we'd get off at grandma's house and hijack the TV for a couple hours. Grandpa was probably watching like old Westerns or something like that. So, and it was like TRL, so when I was in middle school and then high school, it was a lot of bullshit. I mean, for me, now that I look back on it, I'm talking, Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I wasn't into that, but
yeah, I wasn't.
Sometimes on TRL there would be some decent stuff, with Carson Daly, like he would have an alternative rock act or something, and like Slipknot or Mudvayne or something, and that would interest me.
It was. See, when I got home from school, it was still like it was like mid 80s.
Yeah.
So it would be Transformers, G.I. Joe. They ran, in the afternoons. And I actually watched the Transformers movie. Well, not the live, but the original cartoon version of the Transformers the movie. And I was like, wow, I remember this stuff. And they said that, and I read somewhere, or they were talking about it. They were interviewing. Did an interview with Frank Welker, who voiced Megatron, and Peter Cullen, who voiced Optimus Prime. And they said when they were killing off Optimus Prime to bring out the new cartoon line or the new toy line, they said that they got flooded with mail with kids crying because they killed off Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
And he
was like the main, protagonist or whatever, whatever. I mean,
he said kids were crying in the theater when Prime died. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And they were like really? Like they didn't realize what they were doing at the time. They were creating like a whole big thing. And Venger, you threw up in New Mexico. What did you do?
I love this guy.
Throwing up, yeah.
I love crossing off a new state from the list that you puked in.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have been there. It's all right.
Venger, I got a quick question for Venger. I know you're in Texas. Have you done South by Southwest? Is that something that you've participated in? Have you done the SW festival? at any point have you done South by? Because I know that's a big deal. I mean, I guess that's in Austin.
Austin.
Right? There's a couple bands from Austin that my brother and I just love.
Great music scene.
Yeah. And someday I'd like to get down to that festival, the South by Southwest thing. So, Vendor, I'm just wondering if you've ever done that.
Who were I never got into them, but like talk about bands that made it. Remember Breaking Benjamin or Breaking Bad? Breaking Benjamin. Breaking Benjamin, I think that's what it was. They were the drummer used to go to Wyoming, down in Plymouth.
Yeah.
The Badleys were from Pennsylvania. I don't remember where at.
Yep.
The Poison. Brett Michaels was from Pennsylvania.
Yes. Yep, he was. Yep.
You don't think like Pennsylvania brought a lot of music out to the world.
A lot of artistry, yeah. For sure.
Now Davy Jones had a house in the Poconos.
Really?
Yeah, he had a house in the Poconos somewhere.
From the Monkees.
Yeah.
Davy Jones from them. Oh, really? He had a house in the Poconos.
I did not know that, but so many musicians, celebrities that you would never think have passed through the Poconos, had places in the Poconos.
Kid Rock.
So I guess I'm not surprised.
From what I heard, Kid Rock didn't have a house, but one of Kid Rock's relatives did. Had a house. He'd go to the Poconos, I guess, and just chill. Funny story. It was in the days of Arby's. And okay, cool. It was is when the casino was transitioning to be like what it is now. It was like in transition. A guy I used to work with at Arby's. His name is Alex. He was betting the ponies. They had the races that night, and who was there with them was Kid Rock. Before Kid Rock got big, so my buddy Alex from Arby's, he was partying with Kid Rock that whole night. Like they were bullshitting, drinking, betting on the ponies before he got big today. The Voodoo Lounge. Oh yeah, I remember the Voodoo Lounge.
Yep. Voodoo Lounge in Luzerne.
Oh, Belky lived in a post. I did not know that.
Wow.
Okay, I heard he had a house in the Poconos. But
so he was out in like central, like West Central PA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's still
still
Pennsylvania. Go PA.
Yeah. Trying to think about who would be my favorite Pennsylvania artist or band. I mean, see, like when I was a kid, like when I was in middle school and high school, Breaking Ben was a big deal.
Right.
And, I'm so happy for them, like that they, were rooted in, really our backyard, like Wilkes-Barre.
Oh yeah.
I saw them a couple times at the Staircase.
Staircase. Oh man, that brings back memories.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Saw them. My wife loved them. They're like one of my wife's favorite bands, man. Breaking Ben, huge. So happy for them. I would say, I don't know, like my favorite Pennsylvania group might be like Live, probably.
Yeah, definitely Live.
Live was
going
from
back to the 90s.
Yeah, like Lightning Crashes, those guys are from York.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I did not know that.
Just south of Harrisburg, so they're great.
Philly has had a great music scene all the way back to doo-wop and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'd maybe go like the Zombies, or not the Zombies. I'm talking all you zombies. The Hooters. Sorry.
The
Oh,
Hooters.
I got my wires crossed there. Yep. The Hooters out of Philadelphia. Their big song was "All You Zombies." That's why I said the Zombies. Yep. I know they're not from
Hooters.
Philly.
They had a big hit. And we danced.
Yeah.
And we danced.
That's them. We saw them a couple of years ago.
We
did.
Yeah.
We
in
saw
Philly,
them.
in their hometown.
It was
Yes, the Hooters, not the Zombies.
Yep. Joey T saw Breaking Ben at a bazaar.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
see, Joey, exactly.
That's so cool.
Those guys started and they worked and they toured and they played and played and played and Poison.
Yeah, Brett Michaels, he's Pennsylvania.
Yep.
But yeah, and nothing against the American Idols and who has the talent shows, but they were talking about this. One of the musicians, I forget who it was talking about it, like, and he kind of said like he has nothing against like for example Carrie Underwood. She's a great singer, but she went on American Idol and just potluck was the winner. Where they were saying where the guys like Breaking Ben and they had to go through the crap to get where they went to. They had to sleeping in their vans or hotels and they busted their humps to get where they were.
Yep.
That's why I'm like American Idol. I kind of like cringe. It's like they're just winning a show and getting a record deal, where all these other bands had to like prove themselves and do it that way. They had to show that they were good. Who the hell's Buffalo Tom?
Buffalo Tom was kind of, man, I hate to say it because am I qualified to say this? No, but kind of like a band in the 90s that had a couple good tunes. They were they were a really good opening act. I saw them open for live. I know Venger saw them open for live. I'm trying to think of a tune of theirs that you might know. Never really broke, probably were popular on college radio.
Okay,
more so like college radio stations.
Radio.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I saw Buffalo Tom. I saw Veruca Salt. I saw, my dad took me to see the Cranberries, and we saw them with Toad the Wet Sprocket in '96.
I don't know if I still like Johnny's version of Hurt the best. Just I like Johnny, but
I'm with you, Jay.
I heard the story. Now I don't know if I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong because I don't know if this is right, but the band Veruca Salt got their name from the character in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That's where they got that. Okay, I thought that was right.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, there were a ton of great bands in the 90s. And many of which you could discover today on Spotify. Like if you just type like 90s, like underground rock on Spotify, you could listen to like Veruca Salt, Buffalo Tom, Ned's Atomic Dustbin, Pavement, Sonic Youth. I mean, bands that, had their moment, but like didn't truly, break out, maybe like REM or
it's Twisted Sister. They redid their, and I just found this out just by listening to in the car. They redid their I guess Stay Hungry album. They remastered it and the songs like sound different. I'm like, what the hell did they do? I'm like, well, they interviewed I guess it was Dee Snider, but they wanted to come out and like redo them to make it more like heavier.
Yeah,
but I'll take the 80s any day over the new remastered stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I heard Nirvana just did like a reunion with it was like a
Post
one
Malone.
night with the girl who was with Kurt Cobain. I guess
Courtney Love.
Courtney, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
I think she was like she took over like the lead singer spot for Kurt, but I heard they did a reunion like a one night thing.
My brother and I saw the Foo Fighters a couple years ago.
2015, maybe.
Yeah, like 2015. We saw the Foo Fighters, and dude, let me tell you, man, that's such a great rock band. I mean, great show. So many great songs. They played nothing but like every song you wanted to hear. It was a great show.
Hit after hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're spanning into how many decades now? I mean,
oh yeah, man. I mean, they've been around like 30 years.
2010s, 2020s. So they're in their fourth decade of just rocking consistently.
Yep. You know, Nirvana disputed because of Kurt.
Say, Joey, that was sorry. Say, Johnny, Hurt was Johnny's last recording. You are correct. That's the last time he recorded.
Venger saw 4 non-blondes.
That's cool.
With What's Up? I said, hey, yeah.
Wow. I was out today. About 4 non-blondes.
So who hasn't Venger seen is the real question. That's what this has become.
Yeah. Venger.
It's like us.
Crushing it, man.
We could go toe to toe.
You saw REM with Filter.
That is cool.
You've seen Live with Buffalo Tom, Counting Crows, 4 non-blondes.
Awesome.
Everybody.
90 shows there. Damn.
Venger, did you see STP? Did you see? I don't know. You know,
any of the big 90s bands.
Yeah.
STP, Alice in Chains.
If not, it's okay. But you know,
I heard STP. I heard, and I catch some on YouTube, but they're saying STP really did a really good live show.
I would have loved to have seen them, man. I mean,
yeah, that's a big.
Jay, do you ever YouTube like the MTV Unplugged stuff? Like, you ever go back and watch like Alice in Chains Unplugged or STP Unplugged?
STP, I was watching. They did
oh man,
it was right before Big Empty came out on an album. They did Big Empty.
Big Empty.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of like, that was the best version like ever, the way they did that. Cheap Trick and Joan Jett.
That's so cool. Yeah, Hart loves Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
The Wilson sisters love Led Zeppelin.
They killed the version of Stairway to Heaven. She did like an amazing job. Oh, I read somewhere, and again, I don't know how true, but I saw it on through the. Now, when you open up your browser, I have Bing, so it gives you all the news
highlights.
Led Zeppelin is supposed to come back and do like a small tour again. They're going to reunite with Jason Bonham on drums.
Oh, hope they're coming to the U.S. because me and this guy will be there.
Oh my God, I will cry my eyes out if.
They hit the O2 years ago. They did like a mini tour, but it was only across the pond. My God, if they come anywhere near,
I remember
we were there.
I'm like, Zeppelin doing really? I go back, I click back. I'm like, there was John Paul Jones,
Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, and Jason Bonham
in it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
No, I can't.
That's
nothing will prepare me for that show, but I welcome it.
That's like what dreams are made of, dude. I mean, that's crazy, man.
Could Robert Plant still pull it off with like vocals? Can he still do it? I think he could.
They're playing montage. Yeah.
Tonight only, Led Zeppelin at the Kingston Armory.
Kingston.
Can you imagine, dude?
I agree with the unplugs are wow. Joey T, what's your favorite unplugged? I'm gonna go first. Alice in Chains.
Give it to us, Joey T. Your favorite MTV Unplugged. There's many to choose from.
Yes, a great list, but top of my head, Alice in Chains. Oh,
it's pretty good.
Venger, I met the drummer from Jane's Addiction at the Kiss concert, waiting to get an autograph from Gene Simmons.
Wow,
dude.
It's
man, I should have been there.
Yeah, we missed out big time.
Damn,
me too.
A lot of regrets.
I love Kiss, man. I love Paul Stanley so much.
They did him. They did a good unplugged. Their MTV Unplugged was really good.
Hell yeah, Joey.
Yeah.
Venture, you're right. Close second, definitely Nirvana.
Yeah.
Nirvana was good Unplugged.
Trailblazer, but
Nirvana Unplugged is just so iconic.
Yeah.
It's arguably the best.
Goes without saying. Yeah, it's probably everyone's favorite, but
Alice in Chains is phenomenal.
That Alice in Chains one was just, it's like 1A and 1B.
Yeah. I'm gonna just like really quick throw a couple at you. Like Kiss Unplugged, Jay, is fantastic.
If you search
Kiss
YouTube,
Unplugged,
you'll find some clips that didn't make it on the CD.
Yeah,
or it was cut out. They did God of Thunder, but like in a Western type version, which was weird, but cool at the same time. Got to Choose they did.
Yep.
Yeah. I have to say
I had Kiss Unplugged on cassette. I had Neil Young Unplugged on CD, and I had Eric Clapton Unplugged, with the iconic like acoustic version of Layla.
Layla, yep.
God, so good. I still listen to that version.
Even like 10,000 Maniacs, like Natalie Merchant, like her Unplugged is phenomenal too. God, there's so much, man. Unplugged.
There was
so good.
I'm trying to think what Unplugged I used to watch. You know who did Alanis Morissette?
Yep.
Covered the Police's I can't remember. I can't remember shit anymore. One of the Police's songs.
Every Breath You Take?
No.
What'd she do?
I don't know this. I got to check that out because I love Alanis. I didn't know she did a Police.
She covered a Police song. You know what? It's gonna drive me nuts. I have to.
No kidding. Let me see.
Yeah. Did you see her? Did you see her up at Mount
Airy? Did. Yeah. So I worked at Mount Airy for a couple of years. I saw her.
You saw Alanis
do a couple numbers up at. Yeah. Oh, did you do King of Pain, Jay?
King of Pain.
That's
such an we love King of Pain.
What a great song.
It's not Message in a Bottle. It's not Roxanne. Yeah. We love King of Pain.
She covered King of Pain, and
that is
let me
the first thing I'm watching when the show is over.
It's
wow.
It sounded just as it sounded. Sometimes covers don't sound as good as the originals.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
This was as good, if not better, than the original version.
I have that all queued up here, ready to go. Oh, I cannot wait to listen to that.
Yep.
No kidding. Yes, he was, Joey, and then went on to Foo Fighters, obviously. What an absolute specimen of a drummer. One of my favorites ever.
It's who else? CMT, the country channel. Country, I guess it's still called CMT. I don't
yeah,
remember.
Yeah.
They used to have this thing called Crossroads, where
Crossroads is great.
The Dixie Chicks and can't think of his name. Schmag. I swear, my mind is shot.
Not at all, man. We're with you.
James Taylor.
Oh, with James Taylor, yeah.
That was good.
I'm trying to think. I know I saw that. I'm sure they did a few numbers. Did they do? They didn't do Landslide, Fleetwood Mac, did they?
Oh, Dixie Chicks did with Stevie Nicks. They did that. They did it.
And then that was it. Yeah, I'm getting my facts crossed on that one. Yeah, we saw James Taylor open for
Eagles.
Can't say open for because it was kind of like a split of headliners, but for the Eagles, maybe 5-6 years ago in Philly. God, what a show!
Eagles had some good stuff.
I love me some JT. I love some acoustic. God, just phenomenal. And then the Eagles, tore it apart. But yeah, James Taylor is one of my favorites.
Joe Walsh, man. 2 words. Joe Walsh. Oh my God.
Absolutely. I got to read more of these Venger comments. They're only getting better and better.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Venger knows his music.
Cool. You've been around, man.
Yeah. Venger is an incredible pianist. Venger, I sub to your YouTube channel, man. Your piano stuff is awesome.
I don't yet, Venger, but I got my phone right here, and I'm about to. I got to check
we still
that
have
out.
12 guys. We still have 12 views, 12 people hanging with us. So thanks for hanging with us, guys. We appreciate that from Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. It's but one of the best songs I think Nirvana did unplugged was "The Man Who Sold the World in Lake of Fire."
Oh God, the best!
It's incredible.
I was actually listening to Nirvana unplugged today in the car.
Venger, you got a new subscriber, buddy. I apologize for not doing it sooner.
Shame on you, Brother Crewman.
Probably subscribed to now 4 people. Jay, you, obviously, Fred, Mikey, and now Venger. So my list is growing. Happy to help.
You can find on Mike's channel, you can find some funny ass stuff happening.
Oh, I've gone down the rabbit hole. I was hoping he was here tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Mikey, if you watch the replay, yeah, big fan right here.
Yeah.
I still cannot get the one out of my head. Oh, no doubt that would have been awesome. I still can't get the one out of my head where some lady's walking down Main Street and bangs on his door at like 2 a.m. I want to cash in my lottery tickets.
Yeah.
All he hears, no.
I remember you guys highlighted that one a couple of weeks ago.
I still, when I watch it, I'm still dying laughing. Just I hear
great moment.
No, slam.
It's a great moment in Wilkes-Barre history. I'd like to cash in some lottery tickets. No,
real.
No, sorry.
And slam. At like 3 a.m, I want to cash in my ticket. No.
That's a voice that gets his point across too. Just no. So you guys have a good thing going here, Jay. You with the food reviews, with all that you do on the SGW channels. Crewman now finding his, voice. Footing. Yeah, finally. been urging him to do so for quite some time now. And then Mikey with all his
shenanigans.
Know what to call it. Yeah, Wilkes-Barre shenanigans. Mm-hmm. It's just such a cool blend of friends helping friends, and I just love it.
Yeah.
And it's only getting better, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah, we had quite a few people throughout the years on the show. We start out with FP. Now he's doing his own thing. Peter's doing his own thing. Yeah, that's great. I'm happy for all of them.
Man. Yeah. Everybody's
Jay,
always evolving.
You know what, man? I mean, you guys were kind enough to invite me on a couple months ago. You said, "Hey, you know what? Join us." I just appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. It's always fun, chatting with you, chatting with everybody in chat. It's just a good way to spend a Saturday night,
Oh, yeah.
We're just hanging, we're just doing our thing.
Venger, did you read what Venger just put? I tied my shirt into a half shirt and pretended to be their.
We say
the Nixons. Sister, I see you dancing on the stage of memories.
That's so cool.
Yeah, dude.
My God.
It's awesome.
I've never been to a rock fest or anything, but it's like.
God, Venger, I could sit down with you, crack a couple cold ones, and just listen to you. That's it. That's amazing.
Jay, isn't Venger coming up this way sometime soon?
When he's done not being sick.
Yeah. We're gonna have to meet up.
Oh, definitely.
Do it's outside the box live, round table, Avenger.
That needs to happen.
It's gonna be awesome.
All the loyal subscribers, listeners, yeah,
man.
The Avengers always there.
Joey T.
Oh, and Joey T does his Elvis act at Tequila's Mexican place on there.
Yeah, on Oak Street, Winston. No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, check that out.
We got to go.
Well, hold on now. That changes everything.
You got a seat at the round table, brother. We're gonna talk music. We're gonna talk food.
Pretty easy to do with us guys.
Oh yeah.
We talk life.
Life.
I agree, Joey, and you too. Take your own advice.
Yeah, man. We'll just hang. Yeah,
we're just shooting the breeze, solving all the world's problems.
Yeah,
at least trying to anyway.
Good music and good food. What more could you?
Yeah, that's life.
To build a time. I know. I hope.
Joey T. Got you.
Oh, whoops.
Got you, brother. We got you. Joey T.
Welcome to hang with us too.
Good, Jay. With you.
Jay, what are you sipping on tonight?
We got some Turkey Hill.
Turkey Hill? What's that?
Turkey Hill lemonade tea.
Oh, it's the best.
Nice.
I'm trying to think. Oh, for those who have been following me for eons, Cinnamon, my old co-host Cinnamon, she's back in the area.
Oh, cool.
So she's going to be teamed back up with me to do some food reviews. So as everything gets back on track. Yeah, I forget who it was. Someone in the chat always asked about her, and I saw her the other day. About a week ago, I saw her, and she's close by now. Not super close by, but close enough that we could meet somewhere. So it'll be nice to get her back in the group of things. But yeah,
Jay, I have a special question for you here.
Uh-oh.
So this is okay. So you know how locally we do a barbecue, we call it like a pork barbecue. So it's your bun, your pork, and we put relish on it.
Right.
But in other parts of the country, a barbecue is, barbecue sauce.
Swimming in sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything is lathered in sauce. Right. So I'm just trying to get a grip on, oh man, what's that place down in
Stookies?
Stookies. Stookies, you can go down there and order a barbecue and they'll give you, the sandwich, the pork or the turkey or the ham or the brisket, whatever.
Yeah, brisket
with the relish.
Brisket was really good.
Brisket's fantastic.
Super good.
They're all good.
Yeah.
Yep. Big cup of relish on the side.
Relish.
Yeah, but dry. Other than that, that's
it.
That's what moistens it. Yeah.
Closed. I wanted to get back there, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Carrie Ave. Was it Carrie Ave? Carrie Ave over on Wilkes-Barre side.
The half circle
barbecue.
Half circle.
Yeah.
I think they're closed. I think they finally retired out.
Always a great barbecue there.
Yeah.
If they close, that's a shame. I did not
drove
know
past
that.
Today had to be around 11:30, 11. Lights out, nobody.
Wow. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
nobody home.
That's not a good sign on a Saturday at that time. Yeah, great barbecues.
Yeah.
Some of my favorites. Stookie's probably the best in the area.
Stookies.
Abe's down in
barbecue going on.
In Kingston?
That one or the one
South Main.
South Main. South Main.
Barney Street. Barney Street, like in South Wilkes-Barre?
No, the one.
Oh man,
where am I thinking? Like by Empanada King.
309.
Yes, that one. Isn't there an Abe's there, or am I thinking about the one in Kingston?
I don't know, but you know what?
Must be the one in Kingston.
Victory Pig.
Oh, they always had a great one too.
Always had a good barbecue, and they give it to you in that like foil bag.
Yeah, it's under a heat lamp.
Yeah, so
warming. Yeah,
they hand it to you, and it's like scalding hot. like when you grab the bag, you get burned.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah. But yeah, it's just interesting that you could get what's considered a barbecue to us in this area. Like Venger, I know you're in Texas, so barbecue for you is probably like
Texas
legit barbecue,
totally different.
Yeah, like smothered in the sauce and
swimming in sauce
in a smoker for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yep. Smoked. Well, lots of barbecue sauce, maybe like a couple different kinds of barbecue sauce. But like up here, if you go to order a barbecue, it's like a dry meat.
Yeah, the relish is the only thing that
with the relish
moistens it. Yeah.
Just interesting.
Yeah, totally different. Both fantastic, but
going back in like 2016, like going back like 15, 16, when B3Q is over where Luca Pizza is now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They had an outdoor smoker. So I come home from Arby's at like midnight. I take Goldie out for a walk. And in the summertime, like I take her out at like
you smell that going.
It smells the butt and it's like it's like you can smell it like all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, I was at Luca the same day you went there. I was there a few hours later. We got it for dinner that night. Just got some sandwiches, and man, what a good place. They are doing a crazy business over there, and I could see why.
Their wings,
that's good.
Their wings are the little ponies, but they do them pretty good.
Yeah. Got to try them next time.
It's
Jay, do you have like a favorite place locally for chicken wings? What's like your go-to for wings?
Tommy's always had a good wing because they had the big fat wings.
Yeah.
Sicilian Bella Festa has great wings, but again, they're the big fat mama wings.
Yeah.
But for ponies, I have to say Luca.
Yeah.
So it's those.
We're kind of partial to like Hops and Barley, man.
Hops and Barley. Yeah.
They just have great wings at Hops and Barley.
Great size, great crisp, great sauce. Yeah. And they have an extensive menu aside from wings. But yeah, their wings are
their menu's
sleeper. Yeah.
Their menu's huge, man. It's almost like too big.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you how long. I keep telling the GF we got to go to Hops. Got to go to Hops one night because I said I've been there in years.
You do. It's a great date night spot. It's low key. It's wonderful. Yeah, their chicken wings are a real sleeper.
Pizza loving
chicken wing pizza. Yeah,
I've had their regular pizza, never their chicken wing. Definitely got to try that.
Should try that.
I had pizza loving. That's the one in Exeter.
Mm-hmm.
Venger, that makes sense. Tons of great songs spanning, a couple decades, big in the 80s. Can't forget about The Cure in the 90s. I mean, a lot of great 90s songs too. I think we often forget about The Cure in the 90s, but yeah, man.
Nickelback. Either you love them or you hate them.
Yeah,
I love them. They did some good acoustic unplugged songs too. When we're talking about unplugged. I didn't know this, and somehow I just stumbled it across when I was in the car listening to YouTube. Nickelback did a cover of the Charlie Daniels band. Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Mm.
They changed the wording a little bit to make it sound like a little bit, but it was a good cover. where the part where in Charlie Daniels' version it says when he pulled the bow across the strings. Well, he's like, and the part where he goes, tune up. He's like, for the guitar, he'd be like, he tuned his axe down low. It was a good version. I think Charlie Daniels' version is better, a little bit better, but Nickelback's version was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Instead of what's up, Mary? What's going on, Mary?
Hey, Mary.
I gotta check that cover out. I never heard that.
Dude, there's a documentary on Netflix all about Nickelback and like all the hate that they've kind of received over the years. Watch that documentary. My wife and I watched the documentary, and we were always kind of like, yeah, like Nickelback is kind of okay, kind of, you know, like whatever.
But they got like the lame,
yeah,
like they're kind of lame. I don't like that. I had a soft spot for them when I was a kid. I'll admit. We watched this documentary on Netflix of Nickelback, and I'm not going to say like I went out and bought every Nickelback record or anything. Yes, you did.
But my opinion of the band changed, where it's like, yeah, they're really not like a bad band or anything. Like they just did what they had to do to, like, you know, make it. Yeah,
right.
Watch that documentary.
Several hits.
I'm gonna have to.
Pretty good.
How many of us could say that?
It's they did a song called Lullaby.
Yeah,
a ballad.
Yeah,
great song. I'm like, at first I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, wow, this ain't too bad.
Yeah, that's not typically them. Yeah.
They did Sharp Dress. They covered Sharp Dressed Man live once, and they did a good job.
Easy Top. That's cool.
Yeah, they did a good job there. Well, Hero from the Spider-Man soundtrack.
Yep.
Or Spider-Man. That's when I first started hearing, Nickelback was that song. And I'm like, that's a pretty good song.
Great song. Great song. Great movie. Great time in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I got to check out that Charlie Daniels one. So now I have Alanis Morissette
doing King of Pain
coming up next. Yeah, King of Pain is a wonderful song.
We're going to watch that right after we're outside.
Absolutely.
It's not Sting in there, but the guy, like, almost sounds like Sting in the back, like with Alanis Morissette. It's not him, but it sounds real close.
Yeah.
If it is him, I'm going to
miss that.
Right, but it's my favorite album.
It's awesome, man.
Then, I mean, my all-time band I always go back to is Kansas. Kansas had some good stuff back in the day.
Yeah, Kansas had a great
They're one of the bands that people told them go back to working a normal job, but they
kept at it.
They kept at it, and even during the time when Steve Walsh left, and they had they brought another guy in, he did just as good.
Jay, what was their big record? Point of No Return?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, with like
Fonte replaced Steve Walsh for a couple albums, but John Fonte was really good. I've listened to some of his stuff afterwards, and he redid "Dust in the Wind."
Yeah,
he's a good singer too.
We saw John Anderson from Yes a couple years ago at the Kirby Center.
Oh wow!
And it was mind-blowing. Yeah, it was awesome.
Did he play?
Oh, hell yeah, Mary. Three Dog Night. We saw them too. Oh, what a show. We look back on that.
Yeah, Mary. We saw Three Dog Night in the Poconos. To this day, my father talks about, he's like, that's one of the best concerts I've ever been to. And he's been to like dozens of concerts.
Hundreds, yeah.
Three Dog Night, I'm like I said, I'm going back to like 91, 92, 93 in that era. Three Dog Night was playing at one of the bazaars, like their bandstand. They had Three Dog, and they were good then, still.
Phenomenal.
So many hits that if you went to the show like we did, it was kind of an impromptu show. Like, hey, we got tickets. You want to go see them? Yeah, sure, of course. It's like, oh, they did play this song. They did play that song. yeah, just such a great night out. Such a great band.
When you went
Back to that Kansas era, though, you had Kansas, Boston, Foreigner, Bad Company. Like, that was such a great time for music. Oh, late 70s, early 80s.
Yep.
Great stuff coming out then. And all had a unique sound.
5 Finger Death Punch. Okay.
Really
I heard the name, never listened to their music. One of my friends loved them, and I'm like, what the hell is it? You know?
Yeah.
But they covered Bad Company's Bad Company song, and
they did.
Yep.
They covered Kenny Wayne Shepherd's Blue on Black.
And love that song.
I love that song.
Oh man.
I mean, they did a good job. I like Kenny Wayne Shepherd's band version better, but you know, it was really good too.
Yep.
Walkman. I remember Walkman. The Walkman.
Blue
Yeah,
I remember Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Man, that's such a great tune.
Just the acoustics of that song alone are amazing, I think, anyway.
Yep. Man. Dude, every year for my birthday, Dad would get me cassettes. Like he would go up to the mall. Jay, help me out. It was like The Wall, I think. I think it was called The Wall at Wyoming Valley Mall. That was like the record store. It was called The Wall, I think.
I thought it was called Boost, but it could have been The Wall. And then the other one was Gallery of Sound. Gallery of Sound was always in the mall. So where they're at now, but they were always in the mall.
Dad would always go get me a couple cassette tapes. So like for my birthday, I would get like the Stones. You know, I would get like Sticky Fingers or Let It Bleed or something like that. Or you get me like Eric Clapton, or you get, you know, man. And I would just sit in my little room here with the boom box. Like, you know, actually put the cassette.
That still had a cassette player in it.
Yeah. Put the cassette in the boom box and just sit there and listen to the whole thing. Flip the side.
Wall to wall.
Yeah, man.
Wall to wall.
Just phenomenal.
Yeah, simpler times.
You know. And that's back when I started playing guitar, and you know, I would play along and stuff.
Everything changed.
Yeah.
Years ago, when we were kids, used to hang out in the summertime up the corner on the one my one buddy's house. We'd have the boom box, and Saturday nights you'd hear Shadow Steel on KRZ. Saturday Night with the oldies, and you know, it's funny because we'd be thinking like back then the oldies were like 60s, 70s. Now the oldies are considered 80s. I'm like, holy schmack.
Crazy. No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shadows. He's on my Facebook. Shadow Steel, and
yep.
I had him laughing because I'm like, hey, it's Shadow on the radio. Like, you see a Shadow, and he started laughing. It's like, oh, I guess you know who I am. Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Then
we always had Rock 107 on the boombox. Nice summer day. You're out in the driveway. Our dad's got a couple Mustangs. We'd be out washing the cars to Rock 107. And you're right, Jay. The oldies were 60s, 70s. Now you go out there and it's 80s. Yeah, but they even incorporated some 90s though. The bands we were talking about earlier, even some one-hit wonders from the 90s. I have to do a double take. Like, wait, Rock 107's playing this now? Like, this song was out when I was a kid. It's depressing, but hey, it's still wonderful music. So, if that's a classic, so be it.
It's
Jay, do you remember Ralph's Record City?
No.
In Scranton?
No. That I do not.
Man, I feel like I should have been there.
Ralph's Record City in Scranton.
Yeah.
Jeepers. How far are we going back?
Yeah.
This is the record guy right here.
70s, probably 70s, 80s.
You know, it's funny. I found on YouTube Music back from the 80s. Buckner and Garcia, Pac-Man Fever.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I remember this. Sadly, I remember this.
Not sadly. You just remember it.
Then when they brought out Saturday morning cartoons, they had Pac-Man cartoon. I used to watch that. Like back in the day, we had another favorite, like I said, was The Cure. Wait.
Wow. Man.
What's up, Giga Cat? I remember when CDs said CDs will never scratch and they'll never break. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The crock. We put that one to the test too many times.
Oh, we did.
Then they sold a special cleaner to buff out the scratches. We had a crank machine to get the scratches out. It never worked. Neither worked, of course.
I was just gonna say we used to get the little cleaning kit to like clean the laser eye in the CD player.
Yeah. And to clean the disc itself.
Yeah.
It never worked.
They gave you a cassette. They gave you a cassette adapter so you could play it in your car.
Right.
Play your and it's like, damn.
Yeah.
And now it's just all streaming.
I know. It's all Bluetooth, man. It's all just beaming into the matrix.
Right here.
Yep.
I remember even back the Atari video games. Or no, not so much the Atari, but the Nintendo. The NES, you'd have to take it outside and then go blow into the thing to get it to work. And
how many times Fred and I did that over the years? Yep.
The hack to fix your
wouldn't work.
To fix your.
That's the only way the game's gonna play, man. You have
to give it a good slap sometimes.
Yeah. You gotta get the Q-tip and the rubbing alcohol and rub it. And then put it in the console.
Slam it into the console.
Yeah, man.
Like, damn it, work.
These kids nowadays, they have it too good, I tell you. Too good.
Remember when
played video games in the wrong era?
Did you ever have your cassette get eaten in your tape player, whatever you had, your stereo, your boombox, and you open it the tapes all you're like, son of a bitch. So you're trying to breaking it so you salvage the cassette tape?
Yeah. Used to get so frustrated you would just pound on the boombox and you would destroy the tape, and then you'd get the tape and you'd rip it. Yeah, I mean, just destruction.
Yeah, those were the days. This generation will never know what it's like to have your VHS tape, get stuck in your VCR player.
Yeah, the worst feeling.
I know. Jade, you remember there was a video store in West Pittston. I think it was called Fox Video. It was almost across from where Nardone's restaurant is.
Okay.
There was a video.
Yeah. Remember? I remember. Yeah. It wasn't across, but it was up a little bit up from.
Yeah.
It was
you would go there and you would rent VHS tapes for the weekend. You'd have to have it back by Sunday morning or something.
Rewind, yeah. They had a deadline.
Yep, you had to rewind it.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool, man. But it's funny because I never rented from there, but by the time I got moved over to Exeter, Blockbuster was still in Garrity's shopping center. And I was working Arby's at night, so if you signed up for the Blockbuster online, you get three movies at a time. You make your list. Well, if you take the 3 back to the store, you get a credit so you could rent free movies from the store.
Yeah.
Well, my wife at the time would take, and I'd be like, "What the hell? I didn't get to watch it. You took it back." So back in the day, I had a desktop computer with a burner in it, and I wish I could remember what it was. The program. There was a program that every time you'd have to update it. It was free, but you had to update it because people would figure out how to block it, and you could actually take that movie from from Blockbuster, and it would copy. It would somehow beat the security thing on it, and it would give you the MP4, so the actual movie itself. So I literally have hundreds on discs because I would burn them, not to bootleg, but just to watch because she'd take them back and get more of them.
Just to watch them. Yeah.
And I have so many. I have to. My laptop that I have now doesn't have a disc player, so I have to go out and buy an external, just because I have movies like going back to like oh shit, I can't tell you.
Yeah. Long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
they're pretty cheap. I got myself a USB external like CD drive, because the laptop that I'm on right now, like I love this laptop. I bought it at Best Buy. It wasn't too expensive. It was like $300 or something like that. So like it, I didn't get the Cadillac of computers or anything, but it didn't come with a disk drive. And I was like, oh man. So I ended up buying one on Amazon for like, I don't know, dude, maybe $20, maybe.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Yeah.
Now the laptop I got it for only $100.
Yeah.
It's a Dell Windows 10. It's a good laptop. It's just the drive, I guess the guy who I got it from a place down in Kingston, and he's like, I have one here. He goes, but I can't. The disk drive is now like you can't get it. He's not able to get it. So something doesn't have a disk drive in it. He goes, I'll give it to you for $100. Okay, I'm. There was a West Pittston Blockbuster. Yeah, that's where you used to go to the one over here in West Pitt. It was in the Garrity Shopping Center in Salaka.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vendra, I'm gonna have to check that out, man. The Phoenician Scheme. I have to check that out, dude. No, I haven't seen that, but I'm gonna check it out for you though. For sure. I've been kind of like living under a rock lately. like honestly,
Yes.
I've been kind of just like working, I got hit with COVID 2 weeks ago. Now, I mean, finally I'm feeling like a lot better.
Speaking of, your wife never chimed in to say hi tonight.
Yeah, our stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, she's around, but I don't know, man.
She'll come on and say, hey, everybody. And, I didn't see her tonight. I didn't see Marcus.
She might have fallen asleep, dude.
Yeah, it could be.
She's Marcus, my man.
She might be asleep because, like, my wife, like, when she falls asleep, she goes like this, boom,
Boom.
and she's out. Like, for me, it takes, I have like a whole like ritual. Like I gotta like, I gotta like decompress and and all that stuff.
Ease
And,
into your sleep. Yeah,
she just goes to sleep, boom, like this.
envy that.
I used to be like that, right? You just put my head down, like literally like 2 minutes, I'm out cold. Now 2 minutes later, I'm going, shit, why can't I go to sleep?
Yeah.
And
I mean, like, for me, I have to like lay in bed. I have to watch like stuff on YouTube. Usually it's like I usually find these videos. It's like 3 hours of space facts to fall asleep to, and it's like Are we alone in the universe?
Oh,
and it's like 3 hours. It's like a several hour loop.
Right.
And then I'll wake up and it's like, yeah, it's like 4 a.m. and I'm just like, oh shit. I'm like, so like I like shut the TV off and I'm like,
TV off.
I guess I'm sleeping now. Yeah. that's how I fall asleep now, guys. So yeah. Yeah.
Also,
it's not fun.
I found on YouTube.
I do love Wes Anderson movies. I love Wes Anderson movies.
Jay, how about your sleep schedule? Have you been working a lot of overtime and shit?
The last 2 weeks, no, just with everything going on. But I got to get back into, like, I might pull some OT tomorrow.
No, I just know you were being run ragged there for a while. Like after the show, a couple weeks there, you would go, you'd get off the show and go to work.
Yeah, I should do that tonight, but I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Get your rest. Because you need it.
Oh yeah.
Jay, how's the GF doing, man? I mean, she lost Mr. Jingle. She lost her dad, man. Is she doing okay?
She's doing as good as she can be right now.
Man, I'm so sorry, dude.
Yeah, Jay.
Man. I hope she's doing all right, man. Tell her we say hello. Tell her we're wishing her like a good rest of the year here.
Yeah, I'll be calling her tonight. Yeah, it's
yeah, man.
Yeah, that was like they're still trying to it's still new, fresh to them now, so they're still kind of like in limbo.
Yeah. Processing everything,
sense of it all. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Because I remember when I lost my dad back in the day. I'm going back to 1990. And it takes. It almost took a whole year for it to finally catch up with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Is she kind of a foodie, Jay? Like, does she enjoy food as much as you? No.
No. And we laugh about this all the time because she goes, "That's where you and me are different." Because thank you, Joey. She eats to live. I live to eat. We're totally different.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's the connection.
We are so different on the spectrum. It's not even funny. It is funny. It's because
it is. I know you'll joke in a lot of your videos how picky she is.
Oh yeah, like to get her to try like Chinese. She at one point she would not eat Chinese food. So one of her workers goes to her. This was years ago. She told me the story. One of her workers said, "Do you like chicken nuggets?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Then you'll like Chinese sweet and sour chicken." So that's how she got eating a sweet and sour chicken. But yeah, she's like, I can sit there. We'll be talking. I'll see something on YouTube. Like, I'll be like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, what? I'm like, I'll send her a picture. She's like, "Really, food?" Like, she goes, "I can't understand how food gets you like all revved up." I'm like, because I like to try new stuff, and she finds one thing and she sticks with it. I'm like trying, this and that and the other thing, and
she likes what she likes.
She does, but that's one of the things where we are two separate opposites on is food. Like she hates eggs. Like I love eggs. Like I'll get up, like I like to get up in the morning. Let's go get breakfast. She'll be like, "Go to hell," It's like.
Yeah.
Be like, go, pound it. Yeah, she's not an early riser. She's not a breakfast person. So today she's like, "I ate breakfast today." I'm like, "Okay, what do you call breakfast? Toast or bagel?" No, that's not breakfast. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. That's where we're two separate on. Like I'd love to. Go ahead.
Does she like coffee? Because I know you're none of that coffee bullshit. How about the GF? Like, is she a coffee?
Coffee.
No.
Coffee.
No.
Mm.
Yeah. See, my wife and I would be like lost without coffee. And she wasn't like that when I met her. She never really had coffee until she met me, and then I was like, "You got to drink coffee." Like, I don't understand what's so good about it.
Yeah, he created a real monster with that one. Like she's more into coffee than anybody else I know. She's not saying something because
she loves coffee.
Me and the crewman are both very into coffee.
Yeah,
she's a real coffee head.
Loves it.
What I found on YouTube, what I end up falling asleep to, they'll have like 2 or 3 hours of it. It'll be Married with Children, like the first couple opening scenes of like all the seasons. And I still say today, they can never redo Married with Children. It would not, with all the censors now, it would not fly.
No, never. Dude, even like The Office, there's so many things about The Office they could never do today.
It's not even that old.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's only, 10, 15 years old. I mean,
it's Married with Children is older. Yeah.
Yeah. There's just no way.
There's this one scene with Married with Children, 2 scenes that I love the most. Al's sitting at the kitchen table. Peg walks in. "Hi, honey, did you miss me?" He turns and goes, with every bullet so far, and like then Al had to I guess somehow relieve his stress or find something that would take his stress away. So he started a garden. And he's like, he has like on his overalls, he's like, "Old McBundy had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm, there was no wife." And he just, and it just, and
yeah. Yep.
Oh, the third one, another good one was like, Peg and I are sitting on the couch, and I was trying to find something to watch, and all I hear is "The New Adventures of Psycho Dad." Like, and Peggy's like, "Oh no," and he's like, "Oh yes," And do you ever see the ones where the Psycho Dad ones?
Probably.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We probably did. Yeah. We used to watch.
You never saw the show, like the site, but like you'd hear the theme song coming out of the TV. And once Al's like, "Nothing is gonna make me stopping from watching Psycho Dad." I sees her TV go poof and a puff of smoke. And he's like thinking like, "Yeah, thanks." Like, well, they said
love and marriage. Yep.
"Hi, honey."
Yeah.
Oh,
once you get on that train, it's hard to get off.
Oh, I got off it really quick. I tried one cup. I'm like, ugh, no. It's
yeah, Jay, you like that moo juice and orange juice, which I love both.
There you go, baby. It's
got to go with that coffee bullshit. Unfortunately,
got to get
or fortunately, I don't know.
Like your brother did. It's yeah. They were interviewing Ed O'Neill and talking like how he actually got the part of Al Bundy. And he said he just walked. I guess he said he was imitating one of his relatives. He just walked in and just like went, and right then they're like, "That's him!" Like,
hey, Joey T, me too. Old Stern on YouTube to fall asleep too. That's what I do. Oh, the best. Old, yes. Keyword old. Yes, it's not the new crap. It's the old Stern and the noise of my fan. I'm with you, man.
I like the old Stern before he went to Sirius.
Yep. Okay, that was some of the best entertainment.
Because the trick was not to get caught from the FCC. They put stuff on that, like push their buttons. When he went to Sirius,
he didn't have to worry about that. So he became,
Is he still on the air or no?
He is. I don't know how well it's doing. Sirius Sirius continues to go up in price as well.
I never had Sirius. I never had Sirius radio. Never had it.
I think when I got my last car, I got it for like 6 months for free. And then after that, it lapsed, whatever. But yeah, I would check in on Stern from time to time, but nobody used to be. Yeah, you and Joey and Fred, you guys are all right. The old Stern shit was the absolute funniest, the best. You're right, Jay. When he was, running from and afraid of the FCC,
they were the
when
best.
He was towing that line there.
Well, back in the day, and you didn't really hear about this other guy, like, because he was down south. His name was Bubba. He called himself Bubba the Love Sponge.
Bubba Love Sponge, of course.
Bubba would always bash Howard. Howard would always bash him. But then when Howard went to Sirius Radio, he brought. I guess they mended ways, and Bubba was on his channel.
Yeah.
And, but now Bubba's. I thought I saw him on a.
But I don't know what. I think Bubba's on his own now, but again, I haven't followed it for too much since he moved. Yeah.
My one buddy, he was down in Florida, and he got a tape of, or maybe it was a CD, I can't remember, of Bubba Love Sponge show, and they would have like Ned, like this old guy Ned, and but he'd have these little skits called one was called Black Man, who was an impersonation of Batman.
Yeah.
And you can find them. You can find them on YouTube now. I'm rolling because I remember listening to them back then. And then that's bringing back memories. I'm like, holy crap!
Absolutely, yeah. Fred and I we go back on that stuff pretty often.
Yeah,
there was nothing funnier. Oh my goodness, Bubba Love Sponge, Howard stuff.
Under Bubba Love Sponge, search for Black Man, and just you'll die laughing.
I have an entire playlist to fall asleep to tonight with the. Let's go back to the King of Pain Atlantis cover. I have it all queued up on YouTube. This will be like the third or fourth item.
Tons of content,
which is never a bad thing. I spend way too much time on YouTube, and that's fine.
Me as well. Where'd Jay go?
Oh, where's Jay? Jay? I didn't even realize I was on YouTube.
Gosh. Jay's gone.
Oh no! There he is.
There he is.
Sound not working.
There I am. Okay, here I am.
There we go. There you are.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but it's George Carlin was a good stand-up. He was funny as hell.
The best.
I found on YouTube they'll have the free movies, and they have Richard Pryor. One of his stand-ups with Richard Pryor, and he was still hysterical. It's
Scott the Engineer. That's hilarious. Oh, the Scott the Engineer stuff is so funny. Fred saw Carlin twice do stand up before he died. Yeah, still
Carlin,
jealous about that.
Point blank, just raw. He was just like, just
epic.
I mean, that was George Carlin, and who else was pretty good? Carlin, Eddie Murphy, back before he turned family.
Yep.
With Raw and everything.
Prime. Yep.
Sam
Kinison. If we have any Sam Kinison fans out there.
Oh yeah, Kinison was good.
Love
too.
the guy shouting into a microphone. Just
Sunset Strip one live from Sunset Strip.
Richard Pryor, absolutely.
And
we saw Andrew Dice Clay a couple months ago.
Yeah, we saw the Dice Man.
We saw the Dice Man. And,
Did I see the Dice Man live? No, I don't think I ever did. I saw Rodney Dangerfield live.
Did you? Oh,
I'm going back. Before the arena time. Remember the CYC up in Scranton?
Yeah, of course. We saw a couple wrestling shows there.
Oh, so have I. Dangerfield was doing his act up there, and again, I think where my dad worked was one of the sponsors. So we got back, we got back to meet him, and my dad met him. And
that's so cool. You talk about the all-time greats.
So when my dad started doing his commercials for Howard Isaacs, he did it after like mimicking Rodney Dangerfield, and so that's where that came from. But Rodney,
all right,
he was. I think my favorite Rodney movie was when he was in Caddyshack with Ted Knight, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, that's an easy one.
I loved at the end of that movie. Hey everybody, we're all gonna get laid, and the whole club is like cheering like that. I liked him in what else did he play in? Easy Money was a good one. Rodney Dangerfield and Joe Pesci. You were hitting the gluteus max. He's like, you're wrong. He shot me in the ass, And, oh yeah. All right, guys. It's about 11:30. Time for my round of meds. Again, as always, Matt, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. You're always welcome to come back.
Thank you, Jay, and thank you, everyone, for chiming in. Yeah, thank you for welcoming me. It was a dream come true. Been watching all your content for way too long. Can do it again soon.
All right, guys. So everyone who's still 9 guys that hang out with us all night.
Great chat tonight. Thank you all.
And till next week, be blessed, stay safe, everyone.